Hey guys, it's Kaya here, and it's time I talk about it seriously now. The state of courts is murdering children. The regime is oppressive. It's murder. It's not Cryptic House, it's murder. And if we look at the facts, the information that's coming out of that fucking country, they're killing gay kids. They're killing trans kids. They're killing young mums. They're killing disabled kids. They're killing anybody that is different from what they want. They are a fascist state. They are a dictatorship. They want things one way, by the book. Which book? The fucking Bible. Church and state should be separated. Doesn't matter what religion you are, you should not be dictated by a 2,000-year-old book. This is fucking insane. Guys, we need to open our eyes to the realities of this. I was blind for so long. Like you, I was tricked. I was under the illusion that Cryptic House was just a show and this was the right thing to do. They have the money. They don't need to keep the show going anymore. They're doing it to oppress their people. Factually, we know that 90% of Cryptic House contestants had something that the state of courts does not agree with. Be that they wanted to learn to read, or they were gay, or they didn't identify with the gender they were born with, or they tried to have an abortion. All of these are things that have led to people being sent into that fucking house and killed on TV. We were led to believe that they volunteered themselves, that fucking 13-year-olds were volunteering to die. How do we believe that? How could we ever have believed that? That's insane. That's not normal. But no, what they have been doing is they send letters out telling children to arrive to their court location, their base, their sports hall, whatever it is. And they show up and they don't know if they're going to be picked or not. But no one in that room volunteered. No one ever volunteers. Sometimes they have a hunch. For example, in further letters released by Bryn Brigard before he was murdered, he stated that Artemis Brigard was fully aware that she was going to be picked. Bryn knew how to read and write, and she was a lesbian, so of course she was going to be punished. Amina Stainsley, she knew it was going to be sometime, she didn't know when, but when she got her letter, she was fairly certain she was going to be picked. There is facts and statistics. The state of courts, they like to have this illusion that bar Cryptic House, they're a very functional, normal society that's almost picture perfect. Almost, but not quite. There's hundreds of kids. They're overpopulated because they're not allowed birth control. They're not allowed abortions. Up until 4 years ago, parents were injuring their children because the state of courts doesn't like disabled kids to appear on TV because it creates things in our mind that maybe this isn't right. So disabled kids, physically disabled kids are not eligible. So parents were mauling their children. They were cutting their limbs off. They were giving them major scars or damaging them, so that they wouldn't be eligible. Do you know how the state of courts conquered this? They upped healthcare by 300%. 300%. People couldn't afford to injure their kids. Their kids would die if they injured them because they couldn't afford to get them the help they need. And the reason that I'm making this video isn't just because it's right, but because it's going to spread. There are already countries in Europe reporting similar regimes starting to inch in. And if you've noticed, my hair is brown. A few weeks ago it was black with highlights. I loved it. They came to our school, they rounded everybody up and they took away anything that made them different. Anything bar earlobe piercings were removed and forcefully sealed up. Our nails were left blunt. They stripped all the colour, any acrylics. They stripped all hair colour from everybody and they took away our makeup. They said it was because it was dress code, school policy. There was a queer couple at my school that just got banned from going to prom. That's never happened before. Heck, last year there were like 10 fucking gay couples. The year before that, there was a gay prom queen and queen. I know a girl that went to get an abortion. Do you know how long it took for her to get one? 3 weeks. Because they put her through the absolute ringer trying to get one. They're punishing us. It's starting to happen. They are taking over. They are going to implement this, and the next thing you know, you're going to be another contestant in fucking Cryptic House, but this time UK edition. This is not normal. This is not right. We need to rise up. We need to fight for the rights of the people in the state of courts, and we need to fight for our own rights. This is going to happen. We are going to die or spend our lives miserably oppressed. Not to brag, I'm part of the fucking 1%. And it's still happening to me and my friends. I go to one of the best private schools in the country, and it's happening to us. Only the 0.001% are going to be safe. That will be our Pelorus. What the fuck do you think is going to happen to all of us? 1 minute you're living in Bristol, the next minute you're living in the state of God knows what. God, because he's going to be everywhere. Religion is going to take over our government. We will no longer have separation of church and state. This is insane. We need to fight back against this regime. I'm pleading with you. Fight. Email your representatives. Do not give in. Do not back down. Do not surrender to the oppressor. My name is Kaya. Fight with me.